Neighbours Jane, played by Annie Jones, has been spending the last several years caring for her grandmother Nell Mangle, Vivian Gray, in the UK but returned to Ramsay Street on the hunt for some buried treasure in the family home. Having caught up with the Erinsborough residents, Plain Jane Superbrain, as she is affectionately known, will receive some bad news next week when she discovers that Nell has died. Devastated, Jane is swamped by guilt. It happened when she was in Australia. Realizing her grandmother was alone during her death, Jane is unsure how to deal with the news. Yet in an attempt to provide support, Jane's old boss Paul, Stephen Dennis, gives her a portrait of Mrs. Mangle which had been hanging in the hotel lobby. When it's taken out of the frame, however, the items Jane had been looking for all along suddenly emerges from behind the picture. The treasure in question was some incredibly valuable stamps that Nell had secretly hidden before her departure to the UK. Earlier, Jane made the shocking confession to Paul in a heartfelt scene between the pair. Unable to hide her feelings, the character admitted she'd suffered from huge resentment at having to take care of her grandmother all that time. Amid her grief, Jane can't help but feel relieved to have found the stamps after all. The impressive value of the items means Jane is finally out of the woods after having made a mess during her search. She caused damage to the Rebecchi's garden when she attempted to dig up Nell's old fireplace, so that's one less thing to worry about. And realizing she can finally have a fresh start, Jane deduces there will be enough money left over to start a new life away from her home. But the chemistry is undeniable between Jane and Paul in next week's scenes. Will this be revisited in a future return for the character? Or is it goodbye to Jane for good? Paul can't help but share his hopes to see the fiery blonde once again, so it may be unfinished business for the pair. In real life, the actress who played Mrs. Mangle died in 2016 at the impressive age of 92. Her role on the soap was hugely popular in the 80s and has remained a Neighbours legend ever since. She also made a name for herself in the iconic 1975 thriller Picnic at Hanging Rock, which has been remade for a release later this year and stars Game of Thrones actress Natalie Dormer. Neighbours continues weekdays on Channel 5 at 1:45 p.m. and 5:30 p.m.